Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roll Hit Die presents our Sunday night game of the Kindred of Savannah. Granted, that title may change in the near future due to the fact that, due to some unforeseen circumstances with our particular players, Savannah is no longer where they live. I wonder what happened. But before we jump into that, I want to give a shout out to Roll20, which allows us to use our maps and stuff to show on the screen to give a little bit of immersion. On top of that, you'll notice we have at least one little character standing there in the middle of the streets. That would be Kiev. That would be Marcus's new character since his old one went to Jacksonville. That's what we call it these days. Watch out. Better behave. Don't look up the masquerade or we're going to send you to Jacksonville.
Yep.
But that's brought to you through Hero Forge. You can make a custom miniature with any posability or outfits, equipment, you name it. And of course, anywhere from fantasy up to future, sci-fi, whatever kind of gaming style you wish to do. But if you're a subscriber, you can turn around and make those miniatures into digital versions that you can use in your digital games. I also like to give a shout out to GUI Cube. GUI Cube is one of our, I want to say, sponsors / backers. I mean, the guy who runs the company is a very nice fellow. If you haven't had a chance to meet Alphinius Gu, his persona that he goes by. He has created a world based around a 5th edition style of gameplay. 5th edition meaning D&D. It's a world called Zyathe. It was created by them, but over the last several years has been expanded upon by the community. So who knows? Maybe you got a game master out there that's got a tavern that you like to play at. Go drinking at, throw bar fights at. That may actually end up somewhere in the world of Zyathe. Just check them out. Go to GuiCube.com and see what they have available now. Down below we have a link, couple links actually. We have a link for our Extra Life campaign, which we just re-upped the teams today, I believe it was.
Yes.
But that runs year long, so that at any point in time, when you can and when you'd like to, you can give to the Children's Miracle Network by clicking on that link. We don't care what name. Just click on the link and give money to the... Yes, go for it.
You didn't update the link of Extra Life with the new link. I've seen all the changes every year.
Thank you. I will have to take care of that here in just a second. I will take care of that as soon as we get done with the introductions.
But if you'd like to donate to Extra Life, you can actually go to our website, which is linked below, and go to our charity page, and you can donate through there. All money and proceeds goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Support children's hospitals everywhere.
Marcus, he's growing up so fast. Alright, also, if you're watching us on Twitch, down below you'll notice that we have little bubble thing you can click on as you're watching our program. Allows you to gain points. Currently those points can only be spent on one of our games, which is our Friday night game, and that's Consequences of Chaos. Allows you to spend it for magic items for the players, advantage and disadvantage. As of right now, there's nothing set up to use on our Wednesday game or our Sunday game. But when we do figure that out, you will be the first to know. So, that's not it. So, I guess as far as that's concerned, it's all the announcements and shout-outs that I currently have. So, we'll go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of the Kindred of Savannah. Which one of you lovely gentlemen would like to let us know how your first day in Austin went? Don't everybody speak at once. Huh?
How about the usurper?
I think the one with the big dreams needs to talk about this.
Really? You think I should do that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we got to town, just fresh off the plane, really. And Christoph was like, hey, I'm going to put you guys in charge of this bar club I have. So we make our way, down to Elysium. And, we hire all these people. And as we're getting ready to leave, one more person comes up. All right, what's your name? Oh, it's Gloria. Okay, whatever. Okay. So we send her in to have a meeting with Kiev about possibly getting hired. And we learn, Dom eventually finds out that that's JT's ex-wife. which is great. So only might cause an issue, might not. Who knows? But I don't know if she did get hired or not. But as she is doing all that, Dom or Igor and Jude leave. Well, actually, Kiv did a little bit of a reading on Dom to, find out something and then to find out about Kiv as well. Learned that he was going to get in a fight later. That later was like 5 minutes later. Yeah. Because they saw their little stoner cook, Edward, starting to get mugged by some people in the alley. And we took offense to that. Mainly Dom. So went over there, blew out some guy's kidneys, beat up the other two, then Jude proceeded to kill all of them.
Yeah.
But we learned that this kid had taken a loan, I guess you could say. Bought some drugs, taken a loan, whichever you could want to use. Learned that guy was Knuckles that he had done that from, also known as Nico Hamilton. And that they're part of the Russian mob. Cool. Alright. So we rolled them for, everything they had and then got rid of the bodies. And that really made me think, we'll replace the Russian mob with the Italian mafia in Austin, Texas, and all control it from the shadows. So, that's a thought.
Yes, it is a thought.
Nobody's been against it so far, so everyone's just kind of like, okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, we're just like, whatever.
Yeah, so, we learned that Vodek is the criminal ringleader in this area, the Russian mob leader, as it were. We learned that they're all on East Chavez, or Cesar Chavez, down by the river, and that they sell drugs at the college area.
And they don't live in a van.
Nope, unfortunately. Don't live in a van down by the river.
And Marcus, send me that link, please.
Alright.
We did learn that Gloria lives at the apartments we are staying at. Her ex-husband was this man named Mark Pritchett. Poor fellow died. Oh well. She's got a daughter. But she's being taken care of by Beatrice. She doesn't know her last name, just her first name. Let's see. We eventually did make our way back to the mansion and informed Kristoff of, hey, I've got this plan, and basically it was, hey, don't involve me and we're all good. And then you two talked to a little ghost lady that was hanging out in the pool.
Mm-hmm. I think that's where we left it off.
Yep.
So, we'll pick it up. We'll start you next day.
Okay.
So if you gentlemen would like to raise yourselves from your beds.
Well, I guess we could.
If I have to.
What day is it?
Wednesday?
Well, Thursday is the soft opening, so...
Yeah, it was Tuesday, it's Wednesday now.
Nah, I'm taking a lazy day. I'm just going to sleep all day.
Okay.
So I'm going to stake Kiev.
I'll give it to you in a second. I just have to open my character sheet.
I'll go over and grab my little bag. Have my morning breakfast.
All right.
Okay.
Now, out of character was... What's her name?
I don't know.
I'll also be eating because I got to get rid of one hunger from last night.
I don't know what her name was.
It's okay, I can't see her name either.
Gloria?
No.
The undead gal?
Yeah.
What about her?
Was she part of, a victim of the Midnight Assassin or the Austin Axe murderer, serial killer back in the day?
If you want to take the time to investigate that, I'm
Okay.
sure you can. And in doing so, gives me the time to come up with something.
I was gonna ask. I'm trying to remember.
I still need that link
she
when you're
from,
ready.
Like,
Oh, there you are.
was she like from the 50s era looking?
20s.
20s. Okay, that's it.
Oh, okay. So
I
now
was
that's
trying to
before
remember.
them. That was before them, then.
Yeah, she was like, Great Gatsby kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Is that roughly the way this house looks?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that should be the new link.
Alright. Let me refresh and check.
Nope, that took me straight to Discord. Sorry. Need a piece of chocolate. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought I got whatever. There we go. I'll just do it this way.
There's that if you want to copy it from Zoom chat. Or not Zoom chat, Bullhead Die chat.
Okay, now let's see if that works. No, that's the website. Misfits Fundraiser. Yep, there it goes. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the link has now been correctly fixed. Alright, so you guys wake up. Or whatever you call this, rousing from your daily slumber. What are you doing?
I'm going to, since we don't have anything pressing at the moment, I'll hop in my bathing suit and go for a swim until we get some kind of idea of what we need.
Okay. Well, that's Kiv. Igor?
Igor is going to get downtown. Not exactly sure. Oh, you're saying Igor. I'm thinking Joe. Sorry.
It's like Igor is going to.
Kurt just kind of raises his
No,
eyebrow.
Igor. Sorry, I'm a little out of it tonight.
That's fine. It's no
It's
problem.
been a long day.
I think it's more the look that Kurt gave you when he said what Igor was going to do. He's like,
It's like, oh,
I
let's
know.
find out.
It's 2023. Life just changed.
yeah.
What's Jude doing?
No. You go on, because I'm actually writing some stuff up. So
So was I. That's why I was like, okay, so Igor's.
yeah.
So he does a little bit of plotting when he wakes up, kind of getting his thoughts together of what might be the best way to tear down the Russian mob. But this is just a beginning thought. He's got a lot of time to work on this and a lot of time to plan and all that fun stuff. So he will eventually make his way out, probably after a half hour or so, looking for Judd. Because I remember that we had mentioned looking around the town and
And you will easily find him, because he is also wanting to get downtown to start checking things out. So are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm pretty much ready. I think I'm gonna possibly leave that car we got at the apartments, and if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. But I know that where we're currently at is kind of in their area, and I think that might draw a little bit of attention since he's missing now.
Yeah.
If his car is right next to their territory at some rich dude's house.
Yeah.
No, looking at the map, you guys are on the complete opposite side of town.
Yeah. The house is well away from them.
Oh, I thought the house was down by the river.
No, the apartments are down by the Russian mob. The house is up towards Mayfield Park and Nature Reserve.
Mayfield Park. Oh.
Upper left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, no, if that's the case, fuck it. I'll bring the car back here. It's safer up here.
Yeah.
So if we want to grab a ride and then we can take the car.
Sure. Well, I mean, actually, if you want to bring the car back here, that's fine. I just need to start checking into the community around here, or at least
Yeah.
observing it.
Yeah, I figured we could check it out, observe it from while we drive around.
Oh no, I need to get out and start talking to people.
Oh, yeah, that's fine then.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all gonna let Kiev know, or
Yeah.
want her to join you, or okay?
One thing you may notice is not a whole lot's changed, but he does have this aura of like menace. He's got an aura about him now that's just kind of ick, stay away. You don't want to fuck with this person to a degree.
I just got one of those looks.
It's not really a look. It's just a feeling.
It's an attitude, a demeanor,
To a degree.
a swagger.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Keith, you might want to, if you want to go out with Igor, that would be fine. And he needs to probably learn more about this, layout of the city and stuff. I really just need to go and start kind of observing, the disenfranchised communities.
Okay.
And you're a little too visible for that.
You might
Visible?
stick out.
Well, I do plan on changing.
Well, no. I mean, people can see you.
He tends to stay to the shadows and then,
Oh, obfuscate. I see what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Sure. yeah,
Yes.
he tends to disappear.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, last
Give me
night
a
was
moment
probably
to
the
change.
first night in a long time I didn't disappear.
So she'll go up. You'll notice in Discord what she kind of looks like in a bathing suit. Very, yeah. Anyways, goes upstairs, gets into her, not her tracksuit, her woman's suit, or what are those called?
Pantsuits.
Suits.
Pantsuits.
Pantsuits. That's the word I was looking for. And comes on down.
Marcus is enjoying that program.
Yes, I am.
Which program is it again?
The MIDI?
The one, majority.
Oh, Mid-Journey Bot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I get the, what is it, prescription or prescription?
Sub.
Subscription?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was prescribed to him. Helps him with his anxieties.
Now I'm trying to remember. On the reverse. As I come down, I will call up Caleb to have him meet us up front. Or were you wanting to drive there, Eagle?
Well, I don't have the car with me. That's why I was thinking, if
Oh,
we were to
okay.
travel around instead of having a driver take us everywhere. I could take the car, unless you want somebody to be driving us all over town at night.
Well, that's his job. He's my driver.
Alright.
These American driving laws are still confusing me, They drive on the wrong side of the road and everything else.
Hell, all of driving is still new to me, but I still do it.
The thing is, we drive on the right side of the road.
But that's the wrong side of the road.
No, it's the right. The
Oh,
right
yeah,
is not the wrong. There's the right and the left. We drive on the right.
Apparently you haven't been outside the States. Only in the States do they drive on the wrong side of the road, it seems.
No, I'm pretty sure other countries do it as well.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
Look, here in Texas, They drive this way. That's all that we need to know about right now. I don't think we're going to be going off to, England or, Zimbabwe or Timbuktu or...
Well, you didn't expect to find yourself in Austin either.
No.
That I did not.
But actually, the rule here is the bigger vehicle has the right of way, so that's why I prefer to ride in the SUV.
Hey, look, it gets me where I'm going. That's all I need.
And sadly, that is a rule here in Texas.
I have no doubt. Alright, so y'all go riding around town, and you pretty much, the spots you think you're looking for,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same pretty much anywhere you go. You find like tent cities and such set up.
And that's where I am going to get off, and I am going to obfuscate myself. And I'm a little hungry, but I can fix that with some of the stuff I've carried with me.
Okay.
But it's really more just tonight getting to know who's around and starting to learn the culture around here. And it's just observation.
Okay.
Who do they go to? Who seems to be kind of a matriarch that helps people? Who do they seem to go to, depending on if they are mentally ill? Are there certain charities out there? If they are drug addicts, where do they go? I mean, two purposes there: learn more about it, and also find, some food stock for Igor.
All right.
Here, I have a list of drug dealers for you.
I'll attack the Russians every now and again. Just not all the time. Just every now and again.
Okay, so you find out through your lookings, or you're traveling through the city, of at least 3 homeless shelters that you know of.
Okay.
Or centers for homeless. You have the Foundation for the Homeless, which is over on 8505 Cross Park Drive. Austin.
What is it called again?
Foundation for the Homeless.
Okay.
Homeless shelter, Austin Resource Center of the Homeless, 500 East 7th Street.
Uh-huh.
And another social service organization called Casa Marianella, which was 821 Gunter Street. Let's see if there's any others. I think that's...
Okay.
There's a few others that come up, but those are the first 3 that you find.
Okay. Beyond that, what I'm really looking for are just, let's just say it this way, tent cities. I'm also trying to find who among the street people, are kind of like go-to people that everyone seems to know.
Okay.
So, I mean, these are people I can come up with if you want me to, because, eventually they're going to probably become touchstones for me, because I'm going to have to replace those.
Okay. We'll work on that. If you want to come up with a few, there is, through your finding out, you do find out. Give me a, you know what? I'm just giving you stuff. I need you to earn it.
Okay.
Give me
Streetwise?
yeah, streetwise. Intel.
Oh my god, that's a hard roll, so I will be spending willpower. So that will be a total of 4 successes.
All right. You hear tell of a person by the moniker, I guess is the best way to put it, who goes by the name of the Piper.
Okay.
What you hear is the Piper. Does anybody here know what the Kingfisher is?
Yes.
Um,
So he's a Kingfisher-like character.
yes, for the homeless here in Savannah. And I'm referring to, I want to say is the name of, that's the character from Wick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, pretty much that's the case. You find out this character by the name of the Piper, who runs, who deals with the homeless. Probably has like a whole group of homeless that do things for him, like a little network.
Gotcha. Right. And so, I mean, he's somebody I want to eventually meet, but right now it's about observing the lay of the land, comparing it to Savannah, and kind of building that picture.
You do realize that here a lot more things fall through the cracks than happened in Savannah. A lot less a lot less helpful locations to go to.
Mm.
I'll be honest, personally, I don't know much about the city of Austin. But we will say for the city its size, there's not a lot of people who take it upon themselves to help out the homeless.
Gotcha.
You might have like your sister Mary, whatever, from in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
You might have like one person like that that tries to deal with what she can when she can, but not on the same scale as Mary did. And you can come up with that one for me if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. I don't know shit about San Francisco either. Just saying.
Yeah. In other words, really bad homeless problem.
Yeah, I mean, larger cities tend to have more of a bad homeless issue.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, of course, here in Atlanta, there's rumors that there's a person that does the same thing as the Piper.
Yeah.
Whether that's true or not, we don't know, and we're not going to speculate on this program. So, moving along. So, yeah, you can find all sorts of information about the homeless community. Also, where particular people can go to score, whether it be drugs or alcohol.
Okay.
Because sometimes, homeless need a vice to try to silence the, voices that run around in their heads.
Right.
The demons from their past, however you want to look at it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Basically, I'm using this as the start of rebuilding my street influence.
You do find out that certain sections of homeless areas are more populated by veterans as opposed to just regular homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Almost as if the veterans kind of get pulled together, I guess. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Best way to put that.
Okay. It just helps me to figure out, places to work. So, okay. I mean, that's pretty much going to be most of my evening is wandering around these places.
How about you other two?
Guess I'll drop him off at his apartment so he can get his car and follow him back to the house.
Oh, well, I figured we could do that towards the end.
Oh, okay.
There's no rush to get that. I mean, if it stays another night, oh well.
Okay. Oh, what would you like to do?
I'm looking to, find some people in town and maybe some shadier individuals and, more less than legal means of dealing with stuff.
All right.
I'm looking for the black market, and then I'm also looking for a chop shop.
So streetwise, and what would that be?
I'm gonna stick with the intelligence.
Is there any way I can help her with? I do have streetwise as well. It's just in a different city now.
Yeah, but you've dealt with two different cities, so you kind of have a feel for what to do. So why don't you give me the same roll, and if you at least get 2 successes, I'll allow you to add 2 dice to Kiv's roll.
streetwise intelligence.
Yes.
Do I get to add a dot for my specialty?
Sure.
Okay. So that is my best thing there. That with my 1 for intelligence. I'd love to help you, but I'm gonna use a willpower.
Okay.
3 successes.
So I get 2 extra die.
2 extra dice.
I too will use a willpower. It's what, 3 or 2?
Yes. 3.
3.
I only had 2 I could do.
So 4 successes.
All right. 4 successes works. So you find exactly what it is you're looking for. Whether it be through, roundabout means, you eventually find your way to locating certain, whatever it is you're after.
Okay.
So let's be specific. What is it? You said something about a chop shop and...
Yeah, so kind of seeing if there was a black market in this town, in Austin, to see like where I would kind of go to, not necessarily fence things, but if I needed to buy something, some illegal stuff, or if there's a fence.
Yeah, when you find that one guy that knows everybody, he's like, I know there's like 4 guys that can do that for you. So I mean, what exactly are you trying to get? Because I mean, we got the one guy down there on the east side who works for what's his name? What's that Russian dude's name? I can't remember the Russian dude's name. I don't do any business with them, so I don't try to remember their names.
Yeah, I'm looking to avoid dealing with
Oh, you don't want to deal with the Russians? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So there's 3 guys then. You don't have any problem with the Chinese, do you?
Not necessarily.
Okay, what about gangbangers? You have any problem with gangbangers?
No, not at all.
No? Alright. So, let's get you some names then, shall we? Well, I don't know why I'm about to give you these names, knowing that these names ain't what you're going to have. Let's see, you got BK, works over, deals with all the North End stuff. He deals more in high-end cars and guns. Put BK down here. And then you got the, I don't know why they do it, they call him Professor X. Works over on the west side. And then last but not least, you got Lady Coldheart.
How's that spelled?
Lady Coldheart.
Oh, Cold Heart. Alright.
Don't tell her that. She never... That's kind of the name everybody else is kind of giving her, because, she's cool as can be under pressure, and she just always says, my name is Miss Hart. But, no, she's cold-blooded. I mean, I saw her once remove a guy's manhood because he looked at one of her associates improperly.
Alright.
But those are the 3. I mean, you said you don't want to deal with the Russian dude, so I won't even give you his name.
Yeah, no, I prefer to stick out of that type of dealing. It only goes down one way if you really do deal with them.
So, yeah,
Work
just...
with them, and then they feel like they own you.
some of them can find whatever you need you're looking for. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sorry, Miss Hart tends to try to stick more towards high-end acquisitions, not necessarily vehicles, but art and jewelry and other things like that. Also, rumor has it, for the right price, she can make problems disappear.
All right. And what do Professor X? What's their deal?
Just, it's black market stuff, but I think it's more along the lines of he's one of those is what you want I can get kind of things.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, you find him, just tell him, nope, that name's taken. I was about to say, tell him Zeke sent you, but nope, can't take that one.
I mean, Zeke's been in town for like a day. Who knows what could have happened by now?
He's still in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still sleeping off his,
Realization.
there you go. Oh, that's not what I wanted. What the hell? I'll tell him Hugo sent you.
All right. Hugo. Gotcha.
And at one point in time, Judd, you actually run into Hugo as well.
Okay.
He seems to be a go-to man connected to the Piper.
Does he have a last name, or is it just Hugo?
He never gives a last name. He just says his name is Hugo.
And where can you contact Hugo?
It's one of those, just let somebody on the streets know you're looking for him and he'll find you.
Okay.
Which is how they come across it, because they were asking questions of certain people and ended up getting approached by this.
Hugo.
I'm going to try to give you the best description for Hugo. Jeans, tennis shoes, almost like a track jacket, but not quite. No chains, kind of a scruffy hairstyle. If he wanted to, he could definitely pass as homeless, but he walks with confidence, as if he knows what he's doing, where he's going, and has no concerns about what's coming next.
Okay.
As Marcus types all those descriptions in to play with his toy again. Am I
No.
wrong?
No.
All right,
I was
so
trying to remember what the guy's name was. That basically what he's looking for is a Turk from the Marvel. But yeah. Sorry. Continue.
yeah, pretty much that's what it is. Turk, or for a more up-to-date show, what's she called? What's her name? Carter chick ended up being an alternate personality
Oh.
in Winter Soldier. Nobody remembers? Okay. Alright, so you guys get that information, now what?
Well, I'm assuming this is going to take pretty much most of the evening for me to get this. And watching people.
I guess the only other thing is swing by the club to make sure we're good to go for tomorrow night's soft opening, and then
Alright, you You get to the club, construction's finishing up the last few little things. You know the hole in the wall is now fixed.
Right.
Power broker.
Okay, power broker, yes. Now I remember what you're talking about.
Alright. So you're at the club. Construction is finished up. The guy comes up to you. Says everything should be good to go. You should be ready for opening tomorrow.
Okay.
Is there anything else you want to do a walkthrough and check the place out before we leave?
Yeah, we'll do a walkthrough before they leave and all that.
Okay, go ahead and give me a investigation wits.
Oh, damn. Three.
Everything down to the secret door is to your specifications.
Okay. Looks good. Okay. I'm refreshing. Roll 20.
Yep. He never. Why you see if your dice rolls better afterwards?
Yeah. Because they're hating me right now.
Yep. Nobody ever asked why you have a secret door in there. You know, people think, eccentrics, whatever.
Yeah.
But everything's ready in the club.
All right.
Your alcohol is stocked. Music is stocked. Or whatever.
Yep. Okay. Igor, is there anything else you'd like to do tonight? Other than pick up your car?
Just a bit peckish is all, but I'm sure don't need to cause any trouble tonight if you have anything in the car.
As you notice in the rear, I guess the center row. What the hell?
I don't know. What the hell?
I'm hearing Robert's voice again.
Robert Eames talking. Is there
Okay.
are you on any
Yeah,
medication we need to know about?
No,
You're
I
the only
see.
one talking.
You got something going on because we're getting some feedback now.
Okay,
How about now?
I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna turn my mic off for just a second. I'm getting feedback through somebody else's mic.
I'm hearing the same.
Okay. Oh, everybody's mic'd up. What? Okay. Might be on my end. Audio, video.
Hold on, Curtis.
None.
You
Done.
gonna say something?
Stuff and things, something other.
Okay, I was just seeing if there was any more feedback. Robert, try it
It
again.
was on my end.
Okay, so everything's fine now.
Okay,
okay.
cool.
Yeah, when I relogged, everybody had, for some reason, all their mics were on. So I had to go in on my side and turn them all off.
Got it.
Anyways, what was I gonna say?
Don't know. You asking Igor if you want to go to the
Oh.
car?
And in between captain seats in the middle row, you see a small cooler, and if you open that up, you see probably about a half a dozen blood bags
Okay.
that Caleb keeps stocked just in case. So feel free.
I will go ahead and take one of them because if anything happens, accidents happen when I'm around. If I have to accidentally, put my fist through some guy's spleen.
Well, I prefer the spleen instead of my building.
You do get a phone call, Kiv.
All right. Hello.
Yes. Is there any way I can get you to stop down here by the blood bank, please? We have a bit of a situation.
Very well.
And you know the blood bank in question is not necessarily a blood bank for medical reasons.
Yeah.
Certain people volunteer to come in and give blood that gets put on storage for you guys to use.
Okay. I will. Well, looks like you might need a few more of those. There seems to be some trouble down at the bank.
Judd, at some point in time during your investigation, you do find that some homeless are able to make a little extra cash by donating blood at this one blood bank in town.
Gotcha.
And so I don't know if you want to investigate yourself or not.
I might go over and look at it.
Okay.
So we'll head over there.
We'll just say at the same time you see the SUV that Kid rides around in pull up as you walk up to check it out.
Okay. Oh no, you don't.
You don't see him.
Well, actually, unless you have active. What is it?
It's an Auspex, but doesn't have to be greater or equal in the control still.
Yeah. Is your Auspex 3 or higher?
My aspect is 2.
Okay, then you still wouldn't see me.
Okay.
Yeah, it sits the unseen.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah, but you have to be my level or higher in Auspex.
Ah. Okay. Well.
So yeah, you don't see me, but I see y'all.
Okay. Well, technically, let me see. Hold on. What's this?
I hop out and I start making my way towards this.
And you hear commotion inside.
Oh, and I'll definitely run in if I hear commotion.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
All right. As you come in, it seems to be a young gentleman. I say young, probably mid to early 20s, arguing with the desk nurse about he's kind of incoherent. It's kind of hard to understand what he's upset about. He's just screaming obscenities at her. Something about tainted blood. Or no, he wants to give blood and they will not let him. And because so he's adamant about, they asked, they put out the flyers, he needs the money. Why don't they take his blood? Just getting irate over it.
Okay, I will approach. What seems to be the issue?
This is a blood bank, right? You're supposed to come in here and donate, be able to give blood to earn money, get a little money. I need some cash right now, and these people won't take me back there and take any of my blood.
Well, have a seat. Let me talk with them, and we'll see what's going on.
Well, do you run this place? Are you the boss?
Not exactly, no.
Well, what the fuck's it matter to you? Just beat feet. Go.
I will walk up behind this fellow with Daunt active, since it's always going. And he gets this intense feeling of, a presence of being, it's to repel people, and there is a role to attack me. It's that type of thing. It's intimidating feeling.
So kind of a fear check on my end.
To a degree-ish. I could fully read it out if that would help, but why don't you sit down while she tries to figure this out?
Oh, who the fuck are you? Oh shit. Look, I don't want no trouble, man. Not from you or whoever your girlfriend is here.
Coworker.
Yeah, sure.
Just take a seat. She'll figure it out.
And he nervously walks over to a chair and sits down and keeps looking at you as if you're about to break his neck.
Alright.
But yeah, I can add my presence rating to a intimidation
Okay.
roll of any sort, and then on the other side of things, it says, I don't know if that's just for flavor, it says that, but it does say that they get this feeling of, especially with mortals, of an intimidation. And even vampires will think twice against attacking, is what it.
Okay, we'll work on that one.
But I think that's kind of flavor to a degree.
Yeah, we'll work on that if and when it comes to that. All right.
Okay. I'll ask the lady behind to come over to the corner where we can talk lowly where she can't hear us. What seems to be going on?
Well, ma'am, we do all the proper tests like, we were told to do.
Mm-hmm.
And his test came back unfit to donate. So that's what we told him, that, we can't accept his because of either some prior medical issue that he had, and he got irate. And as you know, we don't have any kind of security measures here.
Okay. Alright. That is fine. Let me talk with him. And I'll go back over and kind of kneel in front of the guy. Put my hands on him, if he lets me, on his legs. And do, resolve an aspect. Okay. Resolve an aspect. Where's resolve? Do for aspect. And kind of force of premonition onto what his story is.
Okay, so you're just trying to figure out what's coming from him?
Yeah.
I think that's
so that'd be 5.
Yeah. Your premonition picks up emaciated, laying in a hospital bed, machines keeping him alive. You garner that his body is trying to kill itself. Something in his bloodstream is fighting the rest of his body. The white blood cells are fighting the red blood cells. However you want to look at it, there's something in his system that's actually fighting him. His immunity, his immune system.
Okay.
And your premonition shows that it's a losing battle at this point.
Very well. I see your pain, sir. I understand that what you're going through must be tough.
Now, you had a 5.
Mm-hmm.
You do have like little things that lead up to that final scene of his.
Uh-huh.
Like immediately, why he's such in a rush to get money. He's in a rush to get money to try to get a fix, to try to numb some of the pain he currently has.
Okay.
And it may be the drug use that he's used might be one of the reasons why he has that final resting place coming up.
Okay. Well,
Drugs are bad, okay?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
I will have him come with us. I will take you get what you're needing, and I will pay for that for you. And then
I don't know what you're talking about.
Very well. I will pull out $100 and hand it to him.
I don't need your pity.
Alright, well, they can't take your blood here because of the conditions you're dying from.
Dying? What do you mean I'm dying?
You're dying. Your habit has decided to kill your body, and now your body is rejecting everything. So, either take this money, go do whatever it is that you want to go do, or
Well,
we can take you, drop you off at the hospital.
He gets up, snatches the money out of your hands, says, "Fuck you, lady," and walks out the door.
I will stand up, nod to the receptionist, step out, and kind of look at everything, make sure he wasn't like a plant or a bug or something.
Well, you're 5. You're 5. You would have picked up on that.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't. You see him storming down the street away from the building.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
Yeah.
He's a junkie who's about to die. His body's rejecting himself. You hungry?
No, I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'll just take your word on that.
Alrighty. You
Besides,
seem
I already,
cautious. This one need to be cautious with me.
You walked up to the guy and told him his life story.
Yes.
Is that not weird? To just go up to somebody and say, you know, I know your pain, your habits are killing you, when you just met the dude.
No stranger than your abilities.
I'm talking from a perspective outside of ours. You sounded like a crazy gypsy foretelling someone's future.
Well, you saw how you looked, right?
I mean,
You can tell he's a junkie.
and then you offered to take him to get his fix.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't that also come across kind of as we might de-security and we're going to take you to jail?
Oh, yeah, that could be, I guess. Didn't think about that.
Oh, she just thought about going to the local Happy Meal place and getting you a Happy Meal.
Yeah. But, no, it'd be really weird if I tell him not to go to the riverside. But, okay.
Alright, sure.
Alright, so that seems to be the only bit of excitement you guys currently have this evening.
Mm-hmm. But then I will hop back in the car. Ready to go? Is there anywhere else you need to go? You go get your car and head back to the house?
When y'all come out to the car, Jude is leaning against the car.
Oh, hey Jude.
So you run the blood bank.
I don't particularly run the blood bank, no.
But you use its services.
Yes.
So they treat people okay there, right?
Yes, except for that guy you just saw run out. His blood is tainted. Unfortunately, he'll probably die tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know,
I mean, the shakes pretty much gave it away that he's on something.
Yeah. But yes, it's just like going to any other blood bank as a mortal. You give up a pint of blood, you get a little sucker. But here we actually give you a little bit of money. And we do wait, check in, make sure they're not double dipping or trying to give blood more than they should during that time period.
Okay.
And you also notice, as you're sitting there, you notice a probably somebody you've dealt with or seen on one of these um, tent cities come walking out, and not only do they seem fine, they're carrying a little, like a brown sack with them as well.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you,
Just check it.
yeah, you guys can smell the food that's in the bag.
Okay,
So
well.
how'd you find it?
Oh, well, I heard about some place that gave money for blood, so. Just
Oh, okay.
tracking it down. Just another link in the network out here.
Oh, okay. You're not trying to send it to Jacksonville, are you?
No, no. No, just trying to get just trying to make sure I have a good idea of what's going on around here. Oh, and Igor, I found you some people if you really need a night out on the town.
I mean, yeah. I learned of a few places to, reestablish some connections.
No, I have you some names in case you want to invite somebody for dinner.
Oh, bad people?
Well, they're dealers.
Okay, good. That's kind of, I think I might run into that with a group of people I might be dealing with, but that's on the north end.
Gotcha. Well, is your club ready for opening tomorrow night? I guess we all have to make an appearance there, right?
Well, it's our club, and yes, it's ready for tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll get you a nice suit and tie.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is really uncomfortable for me. Okay, but I'll make an adjustment.
Well, you're in charge of kitchen staff, so you don't have to be out in the open too much if you don't want.
That's true.
And if you gentlemen remember, it is a goth club. So
Yes.
suit and tie might not fit in very well.
Well, we are the managers / people running the place to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just a bouncer.
Yeah. I'll find a nice goth suit.
And now you've got me thinking, what would the bouncer wear at a goth bar? And we hired a veteran. All right, military dude. Wear what you want, but this is the bar.
All right. So what are y'all doing for the rest of the evening?
I mean, everyone else need to do anything?
Nope.
So
So
I
what
guess-
time is it?
It's probably about 2:30, I guess, in the morning, because you guys are doing a lot of searching, riding around, and
Talking.
and the blood bank is, of course, a 24-hour blood bank. So
So, I guess drop them off or drop Igor off at the apartment so he can pick up his car and head back to the house.
okay.
I'll grab that and then make my way back to the house in a roundabout way. Just so it's not, if anyone's watching it, it's not just, this is where it's at.
Yeah. So why don't you give me a wits and awareness as you're driving the car back,
Yeah, wits awareness.
or do you
and,
prefer investigation awareness?
In Discord, I put a goth bouncer for you.
Oh, is that what the chuckle was for?
Yeah.
And yeah, wits awareness.
Okay, that's kind of weird looking.
3.
Yeah, Robert Smith of The Cure acting as a bouncer.
Hey, seems clear. I don't think you're being followed.
Alright.
Y'all get back to the house
Mm-hmm.
about half an hour later. Limousine pulls up, and Kristoff gets out.
Okay.
How are you finding your stay here in Austin so far? Granted, it's only been a night or two.
Still learning about the city.
Yes, it's definitely a lot different than Savannah. A little bit bigger and more moving parts.
Yeah. Definitely that.
Well, if you need anything, I'll be in my office. Here's hoping that tomorrow night's opening is uneventful as far as trouble is concerned. But then again, I'm sure the three of you can handle any trouble that comes by.
Yeah.
I will not be there myself. Not yet. I may show up there in time, but this is your time to shine and show me what you can do. So,
Yes, sir.
Alright.
no need for that, Judd. Anyway, and you notice getting out the other side is the decorator.
Okay.
Well, we shall retire, so have a good rest of your evening and good luck tomorrow night. And of course, if you need anything, don't hesitate to ask.
Very well. Have a good night.
What are y'all doing? Calling it a night?
Well, again, about what time is it again?
And you're looking at about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I mean, I'll check out the library to see if they have any books on the history of Austin. The house's library.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm sure that somebody has some book on the history of Austin, or a picture book of Austin.
Yeah, I mean, you find a lot older books, but you do find something that's got a little bit more of the history of Austin, Texas. Give you an idea of whatever you're trying to figure out.
I'm really just more about the city. I mean, right now he's just trying to figure out in a crash course style about the city. So.
Okay, so pretty much whatever you can Google, you can find to a degree.
And so he's going to just
also a computer.
sit and do that.
There's also a computer in the library,
which he still has not yet figured out exactly how to use. So he's still working on that one. He's still working through. Oh God, I can't remember her name. Our hacker. Six. I'm still working. Strict. I'm still working through, her video lectures on how to turn on a computer.
Well, once you turn it on, you'll be able to watch the videos. That's the irony. No, I'm kidding.
No, I know. But I mean, he's still learning how to deal with a modern world. So.
Okay, so you're pretty much figuring out what information you can about the city you're now find yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
What about the rest of you?
I'll probably just help Jude with any of the research he may need or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it really is just basics.
Yeah. Then do a little read myself and probably go to bed.
All right. Igor?
Gonna be working on, planning out his grand scheme. He's noted down possible contacts for certain jobs if he needs to do so with some of the people he's now learned about.
I see one of Igor's walls becoming one of those murder boards, with all the lines going to different people.
All right.
Probably.
I need to see that murder board.
Kurt, hop on that. All right.
Y'all had me put one together.
All right. So you guys call it a night.
Yes.
Yeah.
And before we rouse for the next night, for your opening night of the Club Elysium, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So we will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go far. All right, and we are back. Well, it is opening night. Time for our Kindred to play club owners. So let's see how well that works out, shall we?
Rouse check to wake up. Rouse check for flesh of life. I will eat.
And I will eat. And also blush of life. So.
Yep, I will as well. I am a little hungry.
Would you like a bag?
It is a lot less obvious if I do.
Alright.
Because if something happens and I end up, gnawing through someone's neck,
Yes. Your dry cleaning bill must be atrocious.
Dry cleaning.
Your suit, brutally feeding, blood everywhere. No.
What about that? Washer dryer, man.
Yeah, but that's dry clean only.
No wonder that suit's raggedy.
Not the fact that it's been through a swamp like 3 times.
Yeah. But Keith will take about an hour to get ready, and she'll come downstairs.
Sent you a message in
Yeah.
Discord, Marcus.
Oh, okay.
So you can do me a favor.
In mind?
Yes.
No?
The first 4 words, just put it in there.
It's in the open. It's in Savannah Kindred.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to dress them up, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I was just seeing what one would look like. Actually, I can do this.
How you have Jude in just the main picture is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of gothy looking anyway, so.
All right. So the club is, by the time you guys get there, the club is already somewhat going.
Okay.
Let's see. Bring up the names again. All right, here we go. Jack's working the door. Nods and moves the banner out of the way as you come walking up. Gives you a, good evening, sir and madam. Sirs and madam. Escorts you in. Of course, there's a line leading halfway around the block. It is a Thursday night, but it is a grand opening for a new club that's had a lot of work into it. You do notice Angelina walking around near the dance floor, between the tables. Almost as if she's a patron, but you can tell that she's keeping her eyes peeled for any kind of, issues.
Yeah.
Okay, we got, who we got? And you said you had the bartenders picked out where you want them to be?
Yes. If you can take us to the bar map, I'll tell you who's what, where.
I will do
Yeah,
that.
there was Cameron and Elizabeth with Melissa on the sidebar and Oscar running the floor.
There we are.
Okay, so it's Cameron, Elizabeth, and Gloria. She'll be at the main. Those three will be covering this bar here. Melissa Owens will be back here at the sports bar with Oscar helping her out and running bar back.
All right, and of course you've got Maya's working the turntable up on the stage.
Oh yeah. Main stage is Maya and who did I like the other one? Was it
The other one was, she went by the name of Foxy. Her name was Logan O'Connor. No, Foxy was Maya. Maya Fox.
Yeah.
Maya Fox and Arena Hooper. Or
Yeah, Ariana Hooper was the other one.
Okay, she will be in this. Yeah, there's only 2 DJs, so yeah. She'll be working this stage here.
Yeah.
Okay, and the place is pretty packed, so you're getting a good night to start off with.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put in my monocle and go ahead and activate that. That is okay. So that's activated, and I will also activate my Seen the Unseen as I look around, just in case if we have any folks coming in that shouldn't be coming in, if you know what I mean, that may cause trouble, as in
Those pesky werewolves.
well, that or any kind of
SI?
no
Yeah.
cold bodies.
Okay, so you're keeping your eyes open for any cold bodies,
Yeah,
blank
or
bodies.
blank bodies. That's what it's looking for.
But you are kindred, so you would call them kindred, not blank bodies.
Yeah. But yeah,
I mean, is it really bad if they decide to show up and hang out?
No, but I'd like to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't hunt in our club.
Okay, so why don't you guys give me some wits and awareness as you're walking around the club? Judd.
And Jude will go.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
he will go back to the kitchen also. I don't know where it is, so I'm just putting myself over here. But I will walk around and then get to the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't see the kitchen on here.
Yeah, the closest thing I was seeing was there's this sports bar, and then behind it maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could either there
can
or
assume
the
it's there.
storage. Here.
Well, the storage you have to go by the bathrooms. Well, no, I guess you do have entrance exit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the storage works as a kitchen, because then if they need to go to the bathroom while they're working, they can come right out without walking through the whole entire club to get to it.
Yeah.
So I will walk through that and then check on the kitchen.
Okay,
Back and forth.
Edward's back there washing some dishes and cleaning things up. Let's see, who's your other kitchen staff? I think Joel was the only other kitchen staff you had.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
Joel Hunter Edward.
Yeah, he's steadily making burgers and other those pizzadillas or whatever you want to call them. Different kind of food that's being sent out.
Gotcha.
All right, so we got all our awarenesses.
Well, I'm going to go on and spend a willpower and roll 2 of those.
All right.
2 successes on my end.
So 3 successes on mine.
Excellent. Did Kiv give me a roll too? Did I miss that one?
Yeah. I will spend a willpower.
Really?
You totally take us on wits and awareness, though.
Yeah. Now, theoretically, for anybody who may be using obfuscate, I get a +5 dice to that, so that'd be 1 more against their. Actually, Hold on.
Okay, so you're trying to make sure there's nobody invisibly walking around in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's your wit and offset against their wit and obfuscate.
Actually, it's a wits or resolve plus 5 dice, so I need to roll one of those. Wits or resolve. Also, I do wits, no secondary, plus 5. Alright, that's if everyone's walking around invisible.
So you have 8 successes on wits awareness and 8 successes on invisible checks.
Yep.
So you're pretty certain that if there's anybody invisibly hiding in your club tonight, you would notice. You do find 2 hunters, or 2 people who are hunting. Young male, young female, both of them kindred. Not quite certain what they are, but they do seem to be paying a lot of attention to Foxy Maya. So, and bobbing their head and just seem to be mesmerized in the music.
Do the other 2 recognize that look?
No. They see it, but they don't recognize exactly the wits of that because, they didn't roll as fucking high as you did.
I meant as in...
It's like, oh yeah, people.
That's noticed.
Whatever.
Also noticed what looks like a small drug deal going down in one of the darker corners of the club.
Alright, I will come over to Igor. We got 2 young kindred over there that seems to be eyeing Foxy as they plan on feeding on her later. And we have a drug deal going back over there.
Now, I'm going to reiterate this just for your clarification with your wits and your awareness and all that. They're not looking at her as if they're going to eat her.
Okay.
They seem to be enraptured with the music she's playing.
Okay.
Now, granted, periodically
Yeah,
they check out some of the other dancers that are around and may, do the whole hungry look. But when they look up at stage, they seem to be more enraptured with the music, not the person playing it. So yes, Robert's correct. I was trying to do my best to let you know they're more
I
like
assume they were
Torador.
Torador.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking if those 2 recognized that look, because a previous companion of theirs constantly had that look.
There's technically not a set look for, unless you go from like Gangrel to Nosferatu. I mean, that's the only ones that kind of have a different-ish look to them.
It's their demeanor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah. Okay. But I'll go up to my head of security to say, hey, you got a drug deal going there, and you got some hunters here. You need.
Did you see what kind of drugs?
No. I just noticed that there was a drug deal.
All right. I'll go and check out this drug deal that's going down.
All right. You sorry.
Just obviously, staring him down.
Yeah, as soon as you start walking his direction, he puts his hands in his pocket and starts trying to walk another way.
No, you're staying here. Got to talk to you. Plain and simple.
Yeah, what's up, man?
We may have an issue. We may not have an issue. What are you peddling?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not peddling anything. I'm just here
You're
to have a good
peddling
time.
drugs. We've seen it. Be straight with me, and I'll be straight with you.
He kind of looks around like, are you a cop?
No. Head of security. Be straight with me, I'll be straight with you.
Okay. It's some new stuff that just come out. I could leave. You need me to leave. I don't want no trouble. He kind of looks from side to side and he reaches in and he pulls out a little tube maybe half an inch big. Here, first one's on the house.
Nah, I'm not gonna try it. Is it an upper? Is it like
I mean,
G? Is it
it's
something like that?
man, it gives you a high you would never believe.
You're not connected to the Russians, are you?
I mean, no. Yes. I mean, what's the right answer here?
Pedal it outside. Not gonna kick you out. But if you're gonna pedal stuff, pedal it outside. And I'll keep whatever it is he gave me, and not gonna take it. This is for research.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
who can we don't have a chemist or anything. But I would like an insight to insight him when he's saying yes, no, what's the right answer.
He honestly
seems
thinks
like
that
he is.
he doesn't know what the right answer would be. I mean, because he doesn't know who you're affiliated with.
Yeah, but does it come off as he is, but he isn't, but he's trying to figure out which one?
You get the idea that he may not be affiliated with them,
Okay.
but he's trying to figure out what's the right answer, so he doesn't want to step on the Russians' toes if this is one of their properties and organizations. But
Yeah, if he's not with them, that's fine.
it doesn't seem to be with them.
But if he's gonna pedal something, pedaling it outside's better.
Yeah.
And I just leave him be. I'm not tossing him out. I'm not doing anything.
He watches you as he walks towards the door.
All right.
All right.
And I'll find Kiv and double check. Well, first I'll go find Angelina and kind of point that guy out as he's leaving and just kind of mention that he's peddling some stuff. Best to keep an eye on him. But it's going to be obvious if it's an upper, it's always going to be around. But this isn't a place for drug deals.
I got it, boss.
And find Kiv and get the idea on the Toreadors.
You find Kiv about the same time Gloria walks up to her with a clipboard in her hand. Good evening, ma'am. Are we doing all right this evening?
Yes, Gloria, how are you doing today?
It's a great opening night. She starts going through how much they've already, sold in alcohol so far, sales in food. Gives you kind of a rundown of any issues they had prior to you showing up this evening, and it seems like it's been a pretty rowdy, but not that kind of rowdy night. All good for an opening night.
Very well. I appreciate that. Okay. After work, if you don't mind, we'll have a little chat. Maybe discuss the menu or something like that to see what our bigger sellers are and what's not really selling. Then maybe we can cut back on.
Yeah, we can get with Joel. I mean, he's the one working in the kitchen right now and dealing with the food, so maybe he can help us out with an idea of what he's made the most or what any comments have come back to him.
That sounds good.
Do we need to touch base with Mr. Judd as well?
We'll let him know that we'll be talking with his chef, and if he wants to join us in the conversation. He's kind of shy when it comes to things like this. He's more of a stand back and let his people do their thing until they fuck up.
Okay. I mean, everybody manages in their own way. Looks like Sir, what's his name? Mr. Igor, I believe it was, is coming towards you. Like, I believe he needs something. And she smiles at you, Igor, and says, "Good evening, sir. How's your evening going so far?"
No issues.
Do you need me to get you anything?
Nah, I'm good. I'm alright.
I mean, you know, Melissa makes a good drink. No, Melissa's not on the bar, is she? No, who'd you put on the bar?
So
Cameron and
Cameron, Elizabeth, Melissa.
Yeah, okay.
Melissa's on the sidebar, but Cameron and Elizabeth are on the main bar, and Oscar's the floor guy.
Well, if you need anything,
Yeah.
you of course don't hesitate to ask. But I will be in the office if you need me.
Sounds good, Gloria. Thank you.
And you notice before she heads to the office, she actually stops at each one of the bars, talks to the women behind the bars, or the bartenders, and then makes her way to their office.
Yes, Igor. How can I help you?
What you saw is, just what you would expect here, but it's something new.
New?
Yeah, and I'll pull it out and just kind of let you take it. Yeah, it's some new concoction.
Looks like a little silver vial about half an inch long.
I'll kind of open up the vial and...
It's
Take
got
a
a
sniff.
red powder inside.
I won't take a strong sniff. Don't want to accidentally...
I was thinking, if you really wanted to try it, you could feed it to somebody and then have a good time. But do you know anybody that could, dissect this or figure it out? I mean, I bet we could, walk about town and figure it out, but... Supposedly it's just a high of some sort. But I'm sure there's always going to be uppers and that type of thing in a club like this.
But 3 successes of science and intelligence might tell me what it might be, or...
You go ahead. Roll it.
I did.
Oh, shit.
I know I had 3 successes.
Sorry, I didn't realize you rolled. Yeah, you look at it, and as you open it up and take a look at it, you get a bit of a whiff. And you're like, this is strange. It smells not like a drug. You've smelled like the manufacturing of meth or, cutting of cocaine. Yeah. This smells more organic. More organic and a little metallic. If you weren't...
Coppery?
Yeah, a little coppery, yeah. Robert's got the idea already.
Yeah.
Thought's been there, I've just been wondering.
Yeah, I'm just in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Sprinkling a little bit on the food.
Is Edward in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Why don't you take this to him and see if he's heard anything on the streets about this?
What are you picking up off it?
It's a mixture of herb and possibly blood.
You don't think someone's spiking everything and trying to, ghoul people, are you?
I don't know.
I'll go check with Edward.
Okay. And anything on the, I'm going to assume, corridor, the way they're...
I was coming to check on you with that, if they caused any issues or if they're just having a good time.
Seems to be...
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now, you don't seem to see any... They're still paying more attention to the music that's playing right now than anything else. It's not been long enough for them to be doing anything different.
Just keep an eye on them and make sure they don't cause trouble.
Alright. Your opinion on them taking anyone home? As long as they're not employees.
As long as they're not employees nor feed in the club.
Alright.
You can pick your meal up here, but you can't eat it here.
Right. I prefer they didn't, but I can't stop what happens when folks leave the club.
Alright. And yeah, I'll head back into the kitchen and find Edward.
And Edward is steadily, like I said, cleaning dishes. He's, uh, kind of cleaning up the floor around where he's working at to try to make sure it stays debris free so he doesn't slip and fall while he's washing up. Periodically, you hear Joel holler for him, order up. He'll grab a couple plates, and carry him towards the nearest bar, which is right outside the door there, so they can be taken out to where they need to go. He's working pretty good. He's staying busy. He's not lollygagging or just hanging around.
Gotcha. If he's just in between cleaning dishes, I'll get a hold of him for just a little bit.
Hey, boss, what's
Edward, I need you to stay back just a little bit after we close. Got something to ask you. Nothing major.
Am I doing all right? I didn't mess up, did I?
No. It's something else. It's nothing to worry about right now. You're doing fine. You're doing great.
Okay, sure, no problem.
Yep.
He goes back to
kind
work.
of the intent there is to ask him about this when he's not working, since he's busy right now.
I mean, I got a break in about 15 minutes.
I'll see you then.
Okay.
And Jude in here?
Yeah, Jude was in the kitchen for a little bit, just kind of watching.
Okay.
Staying out of the way.
Yeah.
At one point in time, Joel will ask you if you're hungry. Do you need anything?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I ate earlier tonight.
All right. I mean, I can always make a side plate, put it to the side for you if you just want something to munch off of.
Perfect. Thank you. I'm just kind of fascinated by them cooking so much food. So, yes. Again, just, not used to this. But Igor, yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of pulls out a little vial, the silver vial, and shows it to you before pocketing it again. Something new's peddling around town. Something that may have a little bit of, he just kind of runs a finger across one of his veins.
Oh, okay.
Powdered, but...
Oh. Huh.
Best high you'll ever get, supposedly.
There could be, he motions to, go on and step out. So we're not talking in front of everyone that's cooking. Could be a thin blood.
And now I'll hand it to you. It's just, it's all crushed up and powder.
Oh, well. Here, you keep hold of it for now. But...
I was just letting you see it.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly herbal in nature, but it's got some hospital.
Yeah. Well, the thin bloods you met back in Savannah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have learned some tricks to use with blood.
Gotcha. Yeah, so the guy that's peddling it, just told me it's the best high he'll ever get, but he didn't seem like he was completely enthralled, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's still something to think about.
Not the Russians. So that's...
Well, that's good. But something to keep an eye out on. But I think tonight y'all have to really pay attention to this club.
Yeah, a couple of people are completely enraptured with the music out there on the dance floor, and might be an idea to talk to them before too long. Maybe when there's a bit of a lull, in case, make sure they understand.
Okay. Did you point them out?
Yeah, and you can pick up your food, but they can't be workers or anything like that, Whatever they take home.
Oh, you've already talked to them?
No, I talked to Keith.
Oh, okay.
And that's kind of the idea we came up with, is if they take someone home, it's fair game, but
Yeah.
don't need them here. And, point out the two.
At this point in time, when you point them out, they're no longer standing where they were at. They've moved over to a table with a couple other girls.
Might be a good idea to talk to them.
And they're, kind of chatting them up. There seem to be some laughs, some drinks being shared, that kind of thing.
I'm not the best talker.
Oh, neither am I. But heck, I'll go on over there and talk to him. So I will head on over there.
I'll go with you, because what could go wrong?
Exactly. Hello. Are y'all having a good time tonight?
Yeah, sure, mate. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Jude. I'm one of the people managing this little establishment. Here's the head of security, Igor. We're just checking to make sure everyone's having a good time tonight and see how you like the establishment.
It's a pretty nice place you got here. Kind of looks at you a little funny, because neither one of you have mentioned anything as far as...
No, because there are two humans right there. I'm not going to...
No. I meant before you came in tonight. Nobody said they did anything.
Oh, yeah, I said I did Blush of Hell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blush of
So
Life.
you guys both have that
We
going.
all...
We all three have Blush of Life going.
Yeah, it's a nice club you got here. Definitely banging.
Yeah. It's a good Elysium, isn't it?
Aye, mate. So, we
Oh, just checking. I mean, we're making rounds. Y'all look like you're having fun. Wanted to check to make sure it's been a good night.
Hey, who's the lass up there on the stage? She sounds awesome.
Oh, I look over to Igor.
No,
do you remember the name? I mean,
Igor
was completely ignored most everything that y'all did. So
that's Foxy.
Adequate name?
Yeah, she works for us.
And then the girl chimes in and says, "So you're just checking with everyone to see if they're having a good night?"
Oh, yes. And, I mean, we're going to be making rounds throughout. And I wanted to introduce you to, our Keeper of Elysium, Igor. Head of security.
Igor. That's an interesting...
I'm making a very specific reference, so...
That's an interesting name. Is that a birth name, or did you just decide to go by that because, reasons? Because, it's the kind of place we have.
Exactly. It kind of sounds better than head of security. Keeper of Elysium.
So you got me looking shit up for a reason.
Oh, the Keeper of the Elysium is the one that kills you if you break the rules of Elysium.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because when you are summoned to join, go to Elysium.
Yeah. So Elysium is basically the peaceful place,
The guy chimes in and says, "Mate, I think I'm catching what you're throwing down."
Well,
so,
have a good night.
I didn't see anything posted on the way in, and I just changed his accent completely for some fucking reason.
Yeah. If you want to talk a little bit later, but enjoy the night.
He kind of leans over to her and starts whispering something, talking for a minute. Yeah, sure, mate. We'll see what we can do. We'll have a good time.
Yeah.
And a few minutes later, after you guys have walked away, the girl walks over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's batting her eyes at Igor. And so I noticed you use certain terms a lot during that conversation. Is there something that we need to know?
This is a human?
No. This is
this is the female
Toreador.
Just peace here.
Well, yeah, we weren't going to start any trouble. I mean, we're just out to have a good time, a little meal. And...
Oh, well, meals take home. Not here.
But you guys serve food here.
Oh, that, yes. You can definitely eat that. I mean, if you want a hamburger, I'll go get you one right now.
So it takes a moment. Then she's finally like, wait a minute. You're not human, are you?
Oh, we shouldn't say that.
Well, I thought you looked a little weird.
Let's just he puts his arm around her. Let's just say we're kindred.
We are of kin.
Oh, shit. That's what kind of place
you're
this
safe
is?
here, huh?
Is that what kind of place this is?
Look, this is a safe place. All of our customers are treated equally. All of our customers are protected here,
Oh. Okay.
including you.
Thank you. And she kind
This
of
is a safe place to meet people.
she kind of sheepishly starts walking back towards the table.
Well, don't worry, we're not affiliated.
Once she gets back, she sits down, whispers to the guy. He turns and looks at you with this kind of wide-eyed look, like, and then goes back to talking with her and chit-chatting with the girls. The rest of the night seems to go somewhat uneventful as far as those two are concerned.
Okay. And if they want to talk more, I have no problem talking to some more.
Maybe at one point in time, yeah, we'll say that. At one point in time, the gentleman does come up towards, I don't know where you guys are at this point in time, but
Wandering around. I mean, Jude is going to go and at different tables. How are y'all enjoying the night? You know, so he can catch us at one of those times.
he does.
Okay, in between those times.
He actually, when he comes up, catches you with nobody else around. He's like, I didn't realize it was anybody that ran this city. I mean, are you part of some?
Consider us unaffiliated.
So you're not Camarilla or Anox?
No, or the other.
Or the other. I don't know many others. I mean, me and my girl have only been kindred for a few years, maybe.
Oh,
I mean,
I've been here, been around a lot longer.
And I'm not doing the accent, but he's talking with a bit of an English accent.
Yeah, I've been around a lot longer than that. But look, this is a safe city. It's a neutral city.
Okay, so we're not stepping on any Camarilla toes.
No.
Good, because we left England because of that.
Well, I heard about London.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, but just wanting you to know, we are going to keep this place as peaceful so we can protect all of our customers, including you.
So I'm going to take it that you don't want us to hunt here.
Yeah, well, if you take it home, that's fine.
All right, just not here.
Yes, just don't dine and dash here.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, just nothing comes back to here. That's the whole goal, so we can keep everyone safe.
And seems to nod in agreement and walk.
And if you also need help at any point, you can come talk to us too.
Here?
Goal is to keep the city safe.
Okay. Sure. I will come to you if I have any issues.
Jude. I put out my hand. Jude.
Yep, I'm getting ready to give you his name.
Okay.
Is someone recruiting for a quartery or whatever?
My name.
Well,
my name's
wait,
Quinn.
Sorry, what?
My name's Quinn.
Quinn
Dixon.
Nice to. Oh wait, what?
Quinn Dixon.
Ben Dixon.
Win Dixie?
Quinn Dixon.
Nice to meet you, Quinn. As I said, G. And
my girl's name is Amelia Russell. Amelia. He's not going to give last names. He'll just say Quinn and Amelia. I gave last names because I looked up and had last names.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was good meeting you.
As far as we knew, we were the only kindred in town. But now that we know, thank you.
Yeah. And you're welcome anytime.
Cheers.
Just so you know. Cheers.
And he downs.
Yeah, I don't want to run them off, so
He doesn't down a drink because reasons.
yeah.
So there you go. You've had your encounter with them. Later in the evening, pretty close to closing, you do have an issue with trying to figure out the best way to bring this to your attention. There's a group of partygoers. You see it's like a little clique of college kids or whatever. You've been clocking pretty much everybody, kind of keeping an eye on people as you walk the place. And you've talked to them already once. And you knew it was like 3 or 4 girls, 2 guys, and they were just out partying. They all had a great exam or something like that. No, this is summertime. So yeah, they're all getting ready for their new year in college here, and decided to come out party and hang out. So and so's, go to the girl's birthday. But later in the evening, seems to be an issue. She starts convulsing at the table.
Okay.
And one of the guys is like running to try to find somebody for help. What's her damn name? Angelina comes up, finds Igor, and mentions something about some girl having some issue to one of the tables.
Alright, yeah, I gotta get that under handle. Go ahead and run over there and check it out. What's going on here?
She, like I said, she's convulsing, having a seizure. At one point in time, you'll notice in the mid-seizure, the guy she is trying to hold her down and help her out. She literally throws him 5 feet away from her.
Gotcha.
He gets
I'll
back
ask
up, runs back over.
One of the gals or the guy. She didn't take anything tonight, did she? Any? You didn't see her with any vials or anything.
I mean,
No,
it's
no
her birthday. I
others
don't
that you know.
know. I don't know if she was using anything or not. We weren't.
Does this look like the gal that was with the drug dealer, or the person that was with the drug dealer?
Why don't you give me just give me a straight intelligence roll.
Okay.
I don't know what I could give you as for memory.
Hey, that's a success.
All right, successfully. It resembles. I mean, it does look like it could have been her.
Okay.
You notice when you get closer, her pupils are extremely dilated. No, dilated is when they're real small. Well, anyway, her pupils are huge, as if she's in a dark room. You'll notice that some vessels, maybe around her neck area, may have ruptured.
Gotcha.
One of the girls mentioned something about her saying she could see everything, and then all of a sudden she started twitching and jerking.
I'm hoping one of our staff is calling for an ambulance. And if not, I will tell one of them to call an ambulance.
Yeah. Angelina, after she found you, she made sure somebody was calling somebody. About
Okay.
5-10 minutes later, some paramedics come in. So what's going on? What do we got here?
I'm not going invisible, but I am back away, stealthy.
I had to throw someone out earlier for peddling some stuff, and it's supposedly new in town, so.
And you think she's had it?
Under the influence of something.
She starts asking her friends how much she had to drink. Do you know what she took? And trying to get some sort of history thing. They're shining lights in her eyes. They're trying to call her by name. Seems like, something's there, but nobody's home. The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Mm-hmm.
At this point in time, the twitching and jerking has stopped, but she's still somewhat catatonic.
I'm also just looking, is there any wraith activity right here? But
Oh, she's still alive.
okay, she's still alive. That's primarily what I wanted to know.
Yeah, no, they still have vitals. They have a heartbeat. They have,
Yeah, her spirit hasn't just detached from its body.
Right.
And kind of clinging. Okay.
You do overhear you overhear the paramedic say to the other ones, like it's the third one this week, as they roll her out to the ambulance. Doesn't take long once they get out. Maya looks towards Kiv.
Mm-hmm.
Music's been shut off. She looks towards Kiv.
Wrap it up.
She nods. She turns the music back on. When you do that, she assumes that's what you mean by turning the music back on. Not that you're closing the bar 2 hours early.
Oh, I thought you said it was close to closing time.
Close to closing time, and a bar is, a couple hours. You still got the last call and all that fun stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But, when you do that,
Yeah.
that's what she picks up. She doesn't know if that's anything else. Unless you go up and tell her personally.
Well, I didn't know we still had 2 hours, so yeah, this meant go ahead, spin the tables. I will go over to Igor. Do you have that vial still?
Yep, I'm keeping a hold of it, and I never went and saw Edward on his 15-minute break.
Okay.
Oops.
Forgot about that.
Go see Edward. We'll both go see Edward. Excuse me, Edward. May we have a word with you?
I mean, you are the boss. What's up?
All right.
I'm gonna describe the guy I talked to. Ever met someone like that?
Can't say that I have. Not personally. I mean, sounds like any run-of-the-mill drug dealer, I guess. What's up?
Well, whatever he's peddling is, causing an issue out there. Just had to get somebody taken away.
And show him the drug. Have you seen this before?
Yeah, I have, but it's too expensive for me. Plus, I've heard stories about it.
Yeah, sadly, one of those stories just happened.
Oh, is that what was going on out there?
Apparently, third one this week.
They call it Vex.
Vex.
Yeah,
Okay.
some new drug that came out probably a couple weeks ago. It's supposed to give you.
Good.
I was gonna say it's supposed to give you one heck of a high. I've heard people say that they could taking the drug. One even said he was able to increase his weightlifting abilities by taking it on a regular basis. I don't know how that works. He said, one day he could only bench press 150, and after he took it, he was able to bench press like 315.
Okay. Do you know who's peddling this or pushing it down to the drug dealers?
I can't say that I do, not really. I mean, do you want me to ask around? I mean, he seemed a little hesitant when he says it.
No, that'd be okay for now. I'm sure we'll be able to find someone that we can talk to about this.
Well, I mean, I've only had like one guy come up to me and try to sell it to me, and like I said, it's not for me. I mean, I like pot, okay, and you can't really go wrong with pot. When you start mixing other things together, you can get some weird effects, and I'm not into that.
Do you happen to know what the guy's name was?
No. He was just about like short-ish, red hair, kind of a beard, had a scar on his eye, wearing some almost like a bomber jacket, but not like not like one of those expensive bomber jackets, maybe like a knockoff kind of bomber jacket, and some like cut up blue jeans. But I mean, that's about the best description I can give you of him.
Where did you see him at?
Down by the school. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't seen him there in a week or so, but he came down there like one day talking about this new thing. He sold it to a couple of the kids that were there. And when he says kids, he's referring to college age. So.
Yeah. I appreciate it, Edward. You're doing a great job.
Thank you. I mean, it was just the first night. And you notice that all the dishes are done behind him. Do you need me to stick around to do any cleanup out in the main area?
No, I'll get a cleaning staff to come in.
Well, I'll see you tonight then.
All right.
Yeah. That's all I needed to ask you about earlier was just if you had heard about that, but.
Oh yeah, I went looking for you for my break, but I didn't see you anywhere, and I had to get back to work.
Yeah, there was a couple of things we had to take care of that required my attention, sadly, but everything's all right.
All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Kiv,
Yes.
you're strange with things. You've seen things.
Yes.
Can you do that on objects?
I can do a few things. Let's go up to the office.
Sounds like a plan.
As things close up, Jude will come up to the office too.
Okay. Once we're up there, I assume Gloria's still there?
Yeah, she's still, she's working away on the computer. Actually, looks like she's looking at like maybe some security feeds off to the side, taking notes.
Okay. I apologize, Gloria. We had some extra things we needed to take care of. Why don't you go ahead and go home for the night? We'll discuss this tomorrow, okay?
All right, is everything all right?
Yeah, just apparently this.
I heard the commotion downstairs. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw that the three of you were dealing with it, so I didn't think you needed me to come in and get in the way. So I just.
Well, we caught a drug dealer earlier.
Yeah, I was going to show you that. She points at one of the cameras. Says, I went ahead and searched the feeds and found where the girl had bought it from the dude, and she has a frozen frame of the actual purchase.
Oh.
I thought that might be helpful.
Yeah, I
Yes.
appreciate that. We're going to print that out and give it to the cops if anything needs to go forth, if something happens to her at the hospital or anything like that. And I'll
think to
discuss
get-
with.
I think just to be on good terms with the police, we should let them have that. Just let them have it.
Yeah.
So.
But yes, then I'll speak with Igor on how better train his folks to prevent these drugs from coming in.
Igor's like, what?
I mean, there's gotta be drugs at the club. But it can't be this.
No. But looking at Gloria, do you have a ride home?
I mean, I can call an Uber.
Okay.
Just,
You got your driver.
Yeah, talk to Caleb downstairs. He should be waiting for me. Just ask him. Tell him I sent you
Sure,
down.
I'll take her down quickly and
Yes.
put her in. So I'll take her down to the car and get the driver to take her to the apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's right around the corners.
Yeah.
All right.
Better be safe than sorry right now.
Yes.
And then I'll come back up.
Alright. When Gloria leaves, I'll look at Igor, but I was just saying that so she'll leave. Let me see that vial.
Yes, and I'll hand you the vial.
Alright. I'll pull it out. I'll put a little bit on the piece of paper, lick my finger, touch it, and taste it.
Okay.
And I will do.
Ooh, you have taste of
Dissolve.
blood.
Dissolve and.
Evil
Hospice.
blood sorcerers.
Weird shit. Oh, nice.
Look at you not being happy with the 3 successes. Alright, so, yeah, you taste this, and the first thing you get, obviously, this is kindred of some sort. But you get a vision of you chasing prey down an alleyway. Or,
Okay.
and, you know, a scared woman running down the alleyway as she's being chased by you. Periodically, you'll get in front of her and stop. And it's almost as if you're playing, like a cat plays with a mouse.
Okay.
Until finally you catch her. You yank her head back and you start drinking from her. Next part you see is he just drops the limp body to the ground. The neck is like torn open. Then he slashes at the body as if it was attacked by an animal and walks away.
Okay.
So
Do I
you're,
taste? Is it coming from like a thin blood or?
now you're pretty certain that this particular blood sample is whoever this was is maybe gangrel in nature, because it seemed almost animalistic with the way that he finally dispatched to the body.
Okay. So, not some ancient vampire or not some thin blood, but an actual.
You can't really tell exactly how old, I think, based off the taste of the blood. But you know what?
I can determine the blood potency, and thus likely generation.
The
and-
vision does seem interesting, whereas the female in question is wearing an older garb of clothing. Not
Okay.
not like, you know, medieval type clothing, but definitely older. Prior,
Okay.
you know, she had the hair that was all out to here and the bright colors on her makeup and her outfit.
So, someone from the 80s.
Yes, you're picking up 80s. For 80s, where
Uh,
everything was bright colors and big hair.
Yeah. Okay. After everybody has left,
And you are
all the-
rather certain that this is some sort of powdered blood.
yes. Okay. I'll relay the information. Apparently, this is a gangrel who's, well, at least 20 to 30 years old. Oh, wait,
Well,
it's 2020.
It's 2023 now. That's at least
Yeah,
40 years old.
You're looking at
40.
40-ish?
Oh, fuck, are we really that old now?
Well, I mean, you're looking at 40-ish. You might be looking at 60-ish, depending on how old they are.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we're looking at a time before Curtis was thought of.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Even a thought.
Very much so.
Yes, Marcus, we're getting old.
Fuck, I hate this game. No. Okay. And all our folks have gone, right?
Yes, everybody is pretty much closed up, except for the bouncer. What did I say? Oh, well, the two, Angelina and Jack. Is it Jack or Joel? Who do I have? Jack.
Jack Andrews.
Yeah, Jack and Angelina are still, sitting near the door at the bar. Of the bar.
Okay. I hate to be one of these type bosses, but I'll ask them to start wrapping it up because I need to lock up.
No, yeah, if you guys are ready to go, was waiting until you guys are ready so that, we were still here in case it was needed.
Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Yes. As they all go, as everyone goes out, I'll lock up, set the alarm, and sort of get into the SUV, but not have Caleb Travis anywhere yet. So they all head out. And what you notice different is I actually get in the passenger seat next to Caleb instead of in the back.
So, what'd you pick up?
Well, it's gangrel, blood. He's possibly 50, 60 years old. However, we need to go talk to this dealer of yours.
Yeah, we got a face, but I have no
Oh.
idea where he's at.
Right. As you see, she opens up the glove box, grabs a white satin ribbon. She goes and cuts her hands and runs it down, and I will do illuminate trail of prey.
Okay.
Fucking magic.
Which apparently does something along these lines.
All right, let's see. Okay, so why don't you give me that roll?
Okay. That's what I was trying to figure out. Intelligence and survival.
Yes.
So that is intelligence plus. Oh, nope. I'll click on survival since skills. And yes, I do have willpower left. So 3 successes.
Trying to.
So
It's the
basically,
difficulty is 6
let's see where.
minus. Trying to see.
So that's 6 minus 3, so that's 3 total? Or minus minus the margin on the ritual test.
I don't understand what the margin on the ritual test is. What page is that on?
The ritual test was, I assume, the survival intelligence.
Follow tracks. The caster makes an intelligence survival roll against a difficulty equal to 6 minus the margin. So I got 6.
Well, what was your ritual roll? Your ritual roll is intelligence plus blood sorcery.
Okay, so I need to do that first.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So you're going to take 10 minutes because it's a second level, right? I think.
Yes. My blood sorcery is 3.
And it requires a rouse check. And so the difficulty here is actually a 3.
So you actually made it. With your 3.
But you didn't get any extra.
Right. All right.
Okay, so you have a margin of 0.
Well, I can do. Still got some willpower left. Should I do that with the intelligence?
It's up to you.
It's your
Yeah,
willpower.
it's up to you. I mean, you can do it with the ritual roll.
Okay.
I mean, that's one more success. Either way.
Yeah, the difficulty is equal to 6 minus the margin on the ritual test. Yeah.
So 6 minus 4 is 2.
Well, no. The margin. The margin is how much you made the thing by. So anything over 3 is considered the margin.
So
your margin right now is only a 1. So
yeah.
your
So
difficulty
right now
was
you have
a 5.
difficulty of 5.
So
Okay.
So
That's what I'm trying-
so you cast it and it doesn't. The thing doesn't happen. It doesn't flare. New abilities, people.
It flares. It just doesn't help them.
There you go.
he doesn't get the critical win to extend it.
Yeah.
So
okay.
new abilities, people. Just trying to figure them out.
Yeah.
Literally half
Play
the
the big
deck.
root.
Yeah, like half the deck of cards is blood sorcery.
Okay.
Oh, you actually have a deck on it?
Yeah, I got the deck of cards.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
So like Cat's Grace, you can tell what that does right there.
All right.
So
yeah, you
with that-
you notice the spell does not go off the way you want it to. I mean, that doesn't work. You're not picking up anything.
Well, we can always try the age-old way of just, talking to some people on the street.
Knocking on doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you heard of a guy called Hugo yet?
Yeah, I met Hugo.
Okay. He might be a good choice to, talk to about where this drug is coming from.
We could go down to the school. I'm sure there's plenty of kids coming back from bars at this time of night. We could shake them down for information as they're getting home.
Well, I mean, instead of harassing, students that might call the police, why don't we see if
I'm saying we talk
reach
to
out to
them.
Hugo?
I was just saying we talk to them, not literally shake them down for them.
Oh, okay.
We shake them down for information.
Hey, Igor pulling a Batman up on the top of the roof, holding him by one leg. Who is it? Where they're at?
So, how about we go? How about this? Why don't you go down to the school? I'll see if I can get in touch with Hugo.
All right, yeah. I'll. What about you, Kev? What's your plan?
I think I forgot something in the office real quick. I'll run back there and be back in 2 minutes.
Actually, can I go back in with you? I want to change clothes.
Okay.
Yes, well, no, this might actually help me blend in better with students.
Did you actually dress up?
Instead of a dude in a suit trying to blend in and talk to students.
I go back into what I wore from Savannah.
All right. I'm gonna step over to my office.
But yeah.
Wait a minute, did he get his ears lowered?
What was that?
I said, did he get his ears lowered?
Yes.
I didn't notice. I noticed it looked like he might have had some, with a headset on, they may had some trim up on the side, but it looked like you got it all cut off.
Maybe.
Ask him when he's back.
But yeah, I'll get a copy of the picture.
Yep.
And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be going and getting party goers, asking people if they've seen this person.
All right, why don't you guys give me some investigations?
Could I use this as I'm looking for prey, per se, to find the right person to talk to? Which is how I would normally feed. I'm looking for those people, except instead of feed, I'm shaking them down for information.
And what's that going to do for you?
It's wits streetwise.
Yeah, with Streetwise is fine.
Okay.
I thought maybe it was like something special.
No,
I was going to see if I could.
An investigation is awful.
No, Streetwise would be fine in this instance as well.
Okay. Thank you.
Marcus,
Yes.
Marcus, turn your head.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Did you cut it all
What?
off?
Oh. No. High and tight. Just enough to lay down.
So yes, you cut it all off.
Pretty much. But I come back down with the photo, the still image of the drug deal.
Yeah, the whole plan was I would get a copy of it as well to
Okay.
run off and be belligerent. This is looking for anyway.
Okay.
4 successes.
Is that your final answer?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
Well, no, I have willpower. I've got plenty of willpower. 6 successes.
Excellent. I don't think you can get. Well, you can get better than that, but.
I could if I rolled 10s, but I didn't.
All right, and Judd, you have 3. Is that your? He
Judd's gone.
disappeared. He already obfuscated. I didn't see him do a rouse check.
Are we splitting up basically at this point, or is
I
Keith
kinda
gonna
heard
do
the-
her own
one
thing,
was-
or is
one
Keith
was
gonna
going-
do it?
I was going to drop this off at the police station and do any paperwork that we may need to do, because I'm sure the incident at the club will be. We'll have
It would be
cops.
reported, of course.
Yes. So I want to get ahead of the curve.
Okay.
All right. Could I get a number for the driver in case I need a ride?
Sure.
Okay, and then I'll just make my way to the college.
Judd, is that your
Yeah.
final answer on your Streetwise?
no, I'm spending willpower and re-rolling those 3.
Yeah. But
So only one more, so 4.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and deal with you stopping off at the police station after you've dropped them off.
okay. And I'll make sure they get Caleb's
Yeah.
number to call for a ride.
Evening. What can we do for you?
Yes, I'm the proprietor of the Elysium. We had an incident earlier with a patron who had to be taken to the hospital, and my security came across this on a camera, and apparently this gentleman here was been peddling some drugs.
So you think? Hold on. Let me get the detective that's on that case.
All right.
And he calls his phone number. Yeah. So, ma'am, your name?
Yes. My name is. What is my last name? Oh.
What is my
I,
last name?
I mean, I would.
Miss
How,
Ezra.
okay. I can't pronounce her last name, but yeah, Ezriv. Isriv. Yes. Miss Isriv here. She says she is proprietor to the club that had that issue tonight. Yes, sir. The detective will be right down with you.
All right. I'll have a seat.
A few minutes later, that gentleman comes down. Are you, Miss Isriv?
Ezra. Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm Detective Simpson. Narcotics. And the officer said you had something for me.
Yes. After that incident, I had my security team go through a video, and we came across this here. We believe this is the gentleman that was selling drugs.
Okay. And in the picture, it actually shows the girl buying them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's definitely a smoking gun if I've ever saw one.
Yes.
I don't know who this chap is right off the bat, but I can definitely, look through the system and see if we can find him. I appreciate you bringing it to our attention.
Not the problem. I have a lot of respect for the police. They helped me back in my own country, and I knew an incident like this may look bad. So
yeah, I mean, wasn't tonight supposed to be y'all's opening?
Yes, and I hate for us to start getting this reputation.
Yeah, definitely a bad first opening, but this has been going on for at least a couple of weeks now. It's a new drug that's been brought into the city. I mean, it has nothing to do with your club. It just happened to be that your opening night. Apparently, whoever was pushing this trash decided to push it to your place.
Yes. Well, hopefully your apprehension of this gentleman will make it where the other drug dealers realize that we will not stand for it here, and they will be caught.
Well, I mean, if you have any more information, or you just happen to see the guy come back in your club anytime in the near future, he reaches in his pocket, pulls out a card. Here's my business card. My personal cell phone number is written on the back there. If you have any information, just give me a call, and I will take this and put it in the system, and see if we can catch this bastard.
I wish you well on your endeavors, the detective. What was your last name again? I'm so sorry.
Simpson, Detective Scott Simpson. You call me Scott.
Simpson. Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Scott. I'm Keeler.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Keeler. And he does the that light grab a hold of the fingers kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you see the wedding ring on his other hand.
Oh. I kind of like had this smirk, and then when I see the wedding ring, I'm like, smile time drips down a bit.
Well, you have a good night, ma'am. And he walks back inside. Now, you had 4 successes on yours, and you were talking to Judd. Who are you talking to?
Oh, I am trying to leave word that I would like to speak to Hugo.
Gotcha. All right. So we'll get back to you then on that one. Igor, you're at the college, and you're catching a couple straggling college kids coming in, and how you doing this?
So, I'm acting like it's been a night out on a party, and I'll go up to them and I'll just chat them up a little bit and ask them if they know anyone that's trying to sell any. I'm hankering for some Becks.
Okay, so you're actually trying to pretend to be a buyer or whatever. All right. So, about an hour of you walking around, Judd, the like homeless areas or what have you. Fell in a like a ragged trench coat, the hood up, like a hoodie hood up, comes up and says, "I hear you're looking for Hugo."
Yeah. I knew to town.
Yeah, we met earlier. He pulls the hood back and it's Hugo. So
yeah,
I mean, look, it's kind of late, dude. Was it something I can do for you?
Well, actually, it's something. Okay, I like to protect people if I can, and there was this creep selling this kind of red powder that I saw what it did to one person.
Oh, you must be talking about that.
Right.
You must be talking about that Vex shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that crap?
I mean, I've had people ask me for it, and none of the people I do, have any kind of personal dealings with deals with that junk. It's something new, and nobody really knows yet who's actually peddling it. And just a couple dealers here and there have had it and have been selling it, but nobody knows who's high up on the food chain. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no, I understand that. You have no lead to know about where this came from.
I don't, but you know what? I could put some feelers out for you for the right price.
Okay. So what are you looking for?
I'm looking to find whoever's peddling this crap you want me to find.
Well, no, I mean, is there something? I mean, money is one thing, but is there anything else you're looking? Yeah.
So you don't want to pay me in cash. You want to pay me in something
I can.
else.
But I have contacts back home. Look,
Where's back home?
Back east. But if this will make it easier, we'll just do it this way this time, and I will pull out like multiple fives and stuff. It's not big bills, but it'll be $100 to start with. I don't know what he's going to go for.
I mean, don't really get out of bed for less than that.
Oh, okay. So I'll pull out more money in small denominations.
And he just nods at you as you keep pulling it out, and he said, "You know what? That'll work. You buy my services for 24 hours right there."
Okay.
And it's like, I don't know how much money you were carrying in your wallet.
Well, it's in a pocket.
Yeah, or whichever. So, how much were you carrying?
There was probably upward. Yeah, they all look crumpled, but yeah, it was probably 300 to right now.
Yeah, well, that was the last of it then.
Okay.
He took all 300, and you noticed you couldn't pull any more. I was like, you know what? That'll cover for 24 hours.
Okay.
Now back at the school.
Yes.
You do get one dude that's like, oh man, V. Oh, shoot, I haven't had any of that. I hear it's good. I don't know anybody that sells any here. And about that time, you get blue lights pop up behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Bye. He takes off running.
Take care. Turn around, look at blue lights.
Yep, and you see campus police.
How's it going?
It's good. Kind of got some reports of some weirdo out here asking questions. I don't want to be the kind of guy that says, you're that weirdo, but dude, you look like that weirdo.
Well,
I mean, is there something going on? Are you a student here? You don't look like a student here.
I mean, I just came back from the party. Of course I don't look like a normal student. Look at the way I'm dressed. I'm looking like a fool. But to get into some clubs, you gotta look like a fool.
So where's your dorms at? Actually, you got some ID on you? Really could use some ID.
I'll start reaching in my pocket looking for something.
And you notice that he unbuttons as you reach into his pockets?
Yeah, I'm looking for an ID. I'm walking towards him, looking down, looking for an ID. And,
That's close enough. Right there.
Alright, there's that. He gets an extreme sense of dread, and then I punch him right in the throat.
Okay.
Chop him in the throat.
As soon as the dread
With
hits
my
him,
rapid reflexes and fleetness.
as soon as the dread hits, he's unholstering.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hit him, I'm not going to have you roll it because he's human.
Pull your punch.
I don't want to kill him, but I literally just used my potence.
Okay, so are you going to pull or no?
I want to pull it. I don't intend to kill this guy. I intend to knock him out, or
Right.
at least.
So why don't you go ahead and roll me the brawl strength?
Brawl strength. Okay.
And mind you, You can add whatever you want to add, or not add whatever you want to add.
Yes. Because this is a bad idea. I'm not going to grapple him, so that's not included.
I'm just saying, you have the option to either add your vampiric abilities to this, or just do a straight roll.
I want to add a little bit to it. I'm going to pull it, but I'm just adding just a little bit.
Well, we'll see.
Hey, 3.
All right. Yeah.
Is that your final answer? You don't want to use
I mean,
full total?
it's the thing is it's aggravated damage to mortals.
Yep. It sure is. So,
but I'm trying to pull the punch.
All right. You pull the punch enough to where he flies back 5 feet into the side of his squad car, leaves a nice dent in the side of his squad car, and he slumps to the ground unconscious.
Good.
But you do still hear breathing.
Good. I'm going to open the trunk of the squad car.
Yep.
How much shit's in there?
Well, first of all, how are you opening it?
I'm going to, driver's door button.
Okay, yeah, pop the trunk. Not a whole lot of anything in there.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's a college.
Yeah, I wasn't assuming there was much, but I'm gonna put him in the squad car. In the trunk.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take the gun.
You see that it's a taser?
Oh, perfect! I'm taking the taser. Excellent. I'm gonna then get in it and drive off a little ways. Onto the outskirts of the campus. I'm gonna try and shut the lights off.
Okay.
Is that simple enough, or?
Simple enough. I'm sure you hit switches until you find the right one.
Yeah, that'll work. And then I'm going to leave it parked in the outskirts of a parking lot. Is there a front-facing camera on this?
You do not see one. Like I said, it's just a college squad car.
Okay. Good.
I mean, I don't know for certain as a person's concerned whether or not the college police have dash cams or not.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna park it and
or chest cams, body cams.
Yeah. If he had one, I would have taken it.
Well, you know what? As you're describing what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be a parking lot on the outskirts of the campus, but on campus. And then I am going to, turn it off, leave it there, pop the trunk, just so it's open so he can get out. Roll him for cash. Not take his phone or anything. Well, smash his phone. Like, just throw it on the ground, stomp it, after I take the SIM card.
Yes, they do have body cams. I'm looking at a picture of them.
Okay, I take the body cam.
Of the UT Austin police.
Okay, the Austin police do, but I didn't know if college
the
campus.
University of Texas Austin police have body cams.
Okay, so you and I are now on a watch list. Copy that.
So
these two guys, for no apparent reason, at this time of night, decided to look up.
With all the things I have to look up about, like your Yersinia pestis and Ebola and everything, I'm already on a watch list.
It's for a game.
Yeah. How to make napalm? It's just for a game. I'm looking up
when you look up websites of what's the most effective way of delivering bioterrorist weapons,
Oh, exactly. Yeah, it's not going to get you on a watch list at all.
So we'll know next time when, if something weird happens, you're getting squatted. All right.
So I take all of his money, take the SIM card out, smash the phone, leave the trunk open so he can get out if he wakes up eventually tonight. Keeping the taser, taking the chest cam.
All right.
We really can't let him out. I think we need to buy him some soft plush gloves.
Or stake
You don't know
him
what's
and
going
send
on.
him to Jacksonville.
You don't know what's going on.
I know,
So-
I know.
Because you rolled so high on your check, even though you role played kind of away from what I was trying to do for you, as you're driving the squad car off the campus lot, you do hear over the radio that they're looking for a dealer by the name of Francis Harmon.
Francis Harmon. Okay.
Uh,
Do they state whether he's
It said in connection to incident earlier tonight at the Club Elysium.
All right, Francis Harmon.
Because what you did happens after what Kiv did. Pretty much, in a roundabout way.
All right, so I'm looking for a Francis Harmon. Gotcha. They don't state a dorm or anything like that.
Nope. Just the name. And you see
Okay.
the picture come up that from the clubs come up on the little computer to the side.
Okay, all right. Did he have any keys on his person?
I mean, he had the keys.
Like a key to be able to get into the school and anything?
No, just the keys are on the squad car for like house keys, car keys, another set of car keys,
All right, okay. I
cuff
gotcha.
keys, but no actual like getting into dorm room keys.
I will cuff him as well.
Okay.
But he's got the ability to get out, and it's just a deterrent. for
Okay.
him.
It's all done.
All right, so Francis Harmon got that. Perfect. And then I will continue to, ask those questions and see if anybody knows a person by the name of Francis Harmon.
Tell me, how do you do that?
This time I'm going to look for the shadier people. Not just the normal students, but I'm going to look for, like, the ones that look like drug addicts or the druggy kids.
So what you're saying is you're going to profile these college kids coming home
Yes.
from the bar.
Yes, heavily.
Okay. Nothing can go wrong with that. Nobody seems to know who Francis Harmon is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nighttime. Everybody's a bit shady.
Okay, I guess, fine.
Nobody seems to know who Harmon is. You do get one guy that says, yeah, he's heard about that V. He's actually used it, and it was awesome. And he describes how he could run. He's not a very good runner, but he's able to, he took it and was able to run real fast from the college, the campus police. And he never thought he would have gotten away, and you could see everything. It's almost like it was almost like his daylight out with how easy he was able to see everything.
All right. Were you approached to buy it, or did you buy it through someone you know?
I mean, they had some guy here a few weeks ago that was pushing it. I didn't ask any names, but I've done crack, I've done some coke, and I figured I'd try something else.
All right. Well, as good as it feels like, it'll kill you.
I mean, everything will kill you if you don't do it in moderation.
This stuff's real new, like you said. It's real dirty, though. So it's kind of luck of the draw if you're going to have a good or a bad trip.
Why don't you give me a persuasion?
Could I be trying to manipulate him into believing my lie?
I will let you do whatever you wish. Deception,
All right.
then.
Is there a deception?
I guess it's your manipulation.
Manipulation. Could I be intimidating him a little bit with my lie?
I've gone from make sure this is better for yourself and make sure you live to don't fucking do it, boy.
Yeah, it turned into more of a heavily...
Scared straight situation here?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, give me the roll.
Okay.
McGruff.
Hey, that's 3.
Yes, which is
Is
not
3
a
a success?
which is not a failure, so the bestial failure doesn't matter.
Okay, because I'm not hungry right now.
Yeah, you rip his throat out, he's never doing drugs again.
Okay, whatever. Let's find that squad car.
But yeah, it seems that you may have gotten through to him. A little nervous as he leaves.
All right.
Keeps
yeah.
looking back at you like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna start heading away from campus now at a rate of speed that is not normal, not vampiric. I'm just like a jog to a degree until I'm a couple blocks away,
Mm-hmm. Not a problem.
and then I'm gonna try and just. Oh, is there brush or anything there? Any
I mean,
place to really hide?
Bushes and trees and park, you know. I'm not gonna look it up, but yeah, we'll say there is.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna find some place to try and get out of line of sight from the road, and then I'm gonna call to get a ride from Caleb.
Okay. Kiv, you get the call, or Caleb says, looks like you were ready to be picked up over by the college.
Alrighty.
And then I'm
So-
assuming Judd's going to hang around, or is he going to call for his ride too?
He's going to call for a ride too.
All right. As you go to call for the ride, you look down at your phone and you realize you had a text message.
Okay.
And all it says is Hugo.
Okay. And I will text back where?
No, it's just contact information.
Oh, okay, okay. Just giving me his contact information.
Yep.
Okay.
You call Caleb. Caleb comes by and picks you up. And now you're all in the vehicle at the same time.
So what have y'all learned?
So
No,
we're looking for a Francis Harmon. That's the guy who was pushing that tonight.
and Hugo's looking into it. Where it's coming from.
Yeah, none of the kids there could really give me a name, but some of them had taken it. But they had found it from somebody showed up like a couple weeks ago, and that's how they had gotten hold of it.
Okay, and how'd you get his name?
So, we're looking for a Francis Harmon. Everything's fine.
Oh, I was just curious where you got the name.
I heard it over the radio.
Okay.
Yeah, this campus police guy, he showed up and, wanted to make sure everything was kosher because I looked a little out of place. But, when you dress me up like this, I tend to stick out a little more than normal.
Not when you were at the club.
Yeah, exactly. When I'm out, walking around a college campus and it's late at night.
Very well. You can dress yourself, I guess. I just didn't think your suit would fit in with the club scene.
It might need, a little bit of fixing up, but it should be fine otherwise, really. But yeah, going to the club, I could get that.
Well, you could probably talk to Marcelina. Maybe she can make you some new suits or new outfits.
And you recognize that name because you've dealt with her in Savannah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
What about you? You find he's just gonna be looking into it?
Yes. I talked to Detective Scott Simpson. He's the lead detective from Narcotics. He'll be looking into it. I gave him their photo of the drug deal. And I have his card if we have any other issues. I thought he might be hitting on me, but it seems he's married. I don't know why you would settle yourself down like that, but, hey, to each their own. And I will pull out my cell phone, pull up Facebook, all the other social media apps, and run that name through, see if anybody kind of resembles the photo we had.
All right. You talking about the Francis Harmon?
Yes.
All right. So we'll leave off with that right there. You're searching through your phone to see if you can find any information on him, and we'll see what happens come next Sunday.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. We'll be back next Sunday to continue our little investigation into the drug trade of Vex, which seems to be a vampiric-based drug that has made its way into the Austin City street scene. Will our our makeshift detectives find out who's doing it and stop them, or, well, we'll find out. And if you can't wait till Sunday for some more tabletop action, join us Wednesday for Organized Play, or Friday for our Consequences of Chaos. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. With that, have a good week.